Well, Truth, you got it, buddy. You're correct. What's going on, everyone? Talon back here, and today, wow, are we actually going back to the way things used to be? Dokkan Fest, then random LR or something like that. I highly doubt it, but it seems that because of the way this particular month celebration was going, this is what we're getting. So, like I said in the beginning, Truth, he and I were talking about this on Twitter when all these stuff where the Super Saiyan Goku was coming out. We're like, will there be an LR? I personally said no, because I'm like, they've been totally random when it comes to their releases and everything. And Truth's like, nah, come on, they have to do it. And well, he went out this time. So, I mean, it's been like, what, 5 months since they've been able to actually do something like this. So, it is what it is. But anyway, so let's go ahead and take a look at the Frieza, because this guy, while I personally will not be summoning for it, he definitely looks cool. He definitely looks cool, especially his super attack animation. So first off, let's go ahead and translate the bad boy, all right? So here he is. Pretty cool art, pretty cool art. Anyway, so he is the full power category. Ki +4, stats up 130%. I'm not sure about what the numbers will say in terms of running him as a leader compared to the other full power categories. I think the other full power, let's see, what is the full power category leader right now? Isn't it full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku still? So I don't think that's really been updated. So obviously I don't think Frieza would really be run on that. So maybe if you're running more of a villain-centric full power team, then he is definitely one to go for. I'm not really sure. I'm taking a wild guess here. But that is the case right there. So anyway, he's full power, Ki +4, stats up 130%, and extreme strength types, Ki +4, stats up 100%, okay? So again, sticking with that usual extreme or super type, in this case, extreme type, and then stats up 100%, okay? Now, his passive is just, it's weird. It's a weird one. It is a weird one. So at the beginning of the turn, you get Ki +2 and attack and defense of 80%. Okay, makes sense right there. When your HP is 90% or below, you get an additional Ki +1 and attack up 10%. If it's 70% or below, then you get an additional 2+ Ki and attack up 20%. If it's 50% or below, you get an additional +2 Ki and another 20%. And if you happen to somehow get below 30%, you get another additional Ki +2, attack up 20%, and an automatic critical attack on your attack. It doesn't say super or anything like that, just simply your next attack will do that, okay? Now, while I definitely think that the only way you're going to get to 30% is if you're obviously doing Super Battle Road or the Legendary Goku events, that's still a lot of boost. So let's add that up real quick. Let's see you get down all the way to 30% HP and you're not dead yet, and you're coming up on the turn, okay? Real quick though, on a real quick side note, is that if you have been using the new Transformation Super Saiyan Goku at all, the one that's the Super Saiyan category, as you guys know, in order to activate his active skill, your HP has to be below, I believe it's 50% or something like that, 50 or 40% or whatever the number is, doesn't really matter. But the point is that if you start usually with most actives, if you start the turn and then you either heal up or you do whatever you want, you still have the active skill. But with the Goku that we've had for the last couple weeks now, if you actually heal, I just found this out today, if you actually heal during the time that you have the active skill active and you go above that HP threshold, you lose the active skill, okay? So just keep that in mind for some things like this, that I don't know if that's going to be the same way with this Frieza, where, say you come into the battle or come into your turn at 30% health and you have all that extra Ki and attack, and then all of a sudden you heal up. I don't think you lose it. Generally, you wouldn't. Active skills do act a little differently than the Ki meters and everything like that, but just keep in mind in case for some reason for some random reason throw that in there, okay? Anyway, so if we take a look at that, so notice his defense does not go up, okay? So his defense is staying at 80% no matter what. And I'm sure, again, I'm guessing that however the calculations are done when it comes to certain math, that that all the extra attack 10, 20, 20, and 20 when it's added and calculated and everything like that is different than just simply saying, hey, he has this total attack stat and everything like that. So do keep that in mind. I believe this actually does make him a lot stronger than he initially looks. So anyways, that's 80% attack right there, 90%, 110, 130, 150. So basically it gets 150% up in the attack there. If you're 30% or below HP, an automatic critical attack, and I mean, you want to get his 18 Ki super attack, by the way, because we're going to go into his 12 Ki super attack here in just a second. Let's just say you start at 8 Ki if you're running him, or heck, let's even go backwards a second. Let's go ahead and just say you're running him under some leader and getting him 6 Ki. Let's say this. You're going to run him under the most malevolent category, you know, under the AGL cooler. Okay, that's only 6 Ki right there. Granted, on that team, you'd also technically have an automatic +2 Ki no matter what, so I guess fine. We'll keep it around 8 Ki just for the fun of it, okay? Anyway, so you're getting 9 key, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You're already at 15 key right there. That's... All right. Now, granted, I think if we want to be more realistic about this, you're probably going to be at here. I would say 70% is the lowest most health will go depending on what type of battle in. Obviously, Super Battle Road and the LR Goku event and everything like that, that is something different, but most events, heck, even Super Battle Road to some extent, the more I think about it, you're going to be 70%, maybe 50% at the most, okay? But it's still a lot of key, that's a lot of attack right there. But let's take a look at his super attack real quick because there is a few things that, you know, you need to keep an eye out on, okay? So if you get his 12 key super attack, he does colossal damage, which you'd expect from any normal LR. And then he takes 8% HP damage, basically, okay? So maybe that sometimes can help depending on maybe if you're running both him and a friend as both the leaders and the sub leader. And then you want to try and get your HP down just a little bit more for the next turn to have that LR Frieza doing some extra additional damage or anything like that. That is definitely one thing you can do, okay? But anyway, so that's his 12 key super attack right there. And then his 18 key super attack for one turn will greatly raise your attack. Okay, pretty standard stuff. Now, we actually do have the super attack. So let's go ahead and take a look right here. And I'm just going to find it real quick and I'll be right back. All right, so we found the super attack. Let's go ahead and take a look at it real quick. Very colorful there. Oh, come on. Come on. Do not start loading. There's probably a lot of people trying to watch this right now. So that's the attack that's supposed to do 8% to your health. This is your ATP super attack. Damn! Man, alright, we officially know where all the SA budgets went to this month. Damn! Rip all like the past couple of months essays and everything like that because they have clearly thrown it at the Namek Goku and the Frieza here. So that's some pretty cool stuff right there. So, but yeah, anyway, guys, that's basically it though. Frieza's a pretty straightforward guy. In terms of his links, he's got your typical normal links. He's got, you know, most malevolence. He's got big bad bosses. He does have Over in a Flash. All the other full power Frieza, the old physical one that got the Easy A and everything, he has Over in a Flash. This Frieza gets that too. So on an extreme strength team, you're not really hitting that Over in a Flash. In fact, the only thing that person I know that even has Over in a Flash would probably be the Majin Vegeta. That's about it. So again, I know most people wouldn't be running him on an extreme super team or extreme STR team, but just note that it is there. So, and then obviously he does get Fierce Battle. Okay, so it's probably gonna take a couple of those Goku medals from the new Goku events. That's something right there. Legendary Power, obviously, and then like, you know, Greatest in the Galaxy or whatever those Frieza links are. You know, they get the plus two key, the plus whatever attack and everything like that. So again, your typical standard Frieza links that you'd expect. So anyway, guys, that's basically it for the video, though. So let me know your thoughts down below. Are you going to be summoning for this Frieza? Again, I personally can't because I just did my final summons for the Goku himself. I was able to pull him. Spoilers if you haven't seen that video. Goku STR. Come on. Freaking finally! That's what I'm talking about! There we go! Finally! But I was doing some videos on that because personally, I was a little bit more, I've always been a big more fan of the categories when they come out and everything like that over the LRs. I know the LRs are still more hype for some people, which is totally fine. But again, just let me know if you're going to be summoning for the Frieza or not, or maybe you'll eventually just wait to pull him in the future if you happen to pull in another LR banner and everything. Because again, he'll be on every other banner normally, aside from Dokkan Fest banners, where if you happen to pull him, then yeah, this obviously will be the best probably banner to pull him on. I don't know what to expect though from said banner because there's, you know, it's probably going to be your normal LR banner. It could potentially be a double rate banner. I don't know. I'm taking a wild guess. So I'll ask you guys that. Do you think this will be a double rates banner, a no more LR banner, or do you think it's going to be something else? I mean, I doubt it. It's usually just one of those two things right there. So anyway, that's going to be my questions for you guys. A, if you hype for it and you get a summon for it. B, what do you think the banner is going to be? And C, do you think he's going to be in the top 10? Do you think he's going to be in the top 20 in terms of the LRs? Or where would you place him? And what kind of leader would you want to run him under and everything like that? So anyway, guys, that's going to be it for the video, though. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. As always, leave a like if you liked the video. Subscribe if you happen to be new. And until next time, everyone, I will see you all in the next one.